Have you ever wondered why we have different tenses in English and what roles they play in our communication? Well, today we're diving into the vibrant world of English tenses. You see, English has three main tenses: past, present, and future. Each one is vital, enabling us to construct meaningful sentences that reflect time and sequence. Whether we're recounting a past event, discussing current affairs, or predicting the future, tenses ensure our words have weight and clarity. Understanding tenses is crucial in English as they help us to express time and the sequence of events accurately. The present tense is our starting point, the heartbeat of English language. It's like the air we breathe, so common yet so essential. Present tense is the tense that we use to talk about things that are happening right now, or truths that are universally accepted. Let's dive deeper. There are four types of present tense: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. The simple present tense is used to describe habits, routines, and general truths. For instance, the sun rises in the east. Here, we're stating a fact, a general truth. Moving on to present continuous, it's used to describe actions that are happening right now or around now. For example, I'm watching a movie. This tells us about an action that is happening at this current moment. Next up is the present perfect tense, used to talk about actions that happened at an unspecified time before now. For instance, she has visited Paris. We know the action took place, but we don't know exactly when. Lastly, we have the present perfect continuous tense. This is used to show that something started in the past and is continuing at the present time. For example, they have been living here for 3 years. In essence, the present tense helps us express actions happening now, general truths and habits. So the next time you talk about what you're doing, remember, you're probably using the present tense. Remember, the present tense is all about the here and now. Moving on, we step into the realm of the past tense. This is the tense we use to talk about actions or events that have already happened. It's like looking back into a memory, recounting events that have already taken place. The past tense in English is quite straightforward. It's typically formed by adding ed to the end of a regular verb. For example, I walked to the park. Here, walked is the past tense of the verb walk. But English being English, there are of course exceptions to this rule. We call these irregular verbs. They don't follow the usual ed pattern. An example would be the verb go. Its past tense isn't goed, it's went. Now let's delve a bit deeper into usage. The past tense is used to talk about a completed action in a time before now. We use it when the time is past, finished, and has no connection with the present. For instance, yesterday, I ate an apple. It can also be used to describe a series of completed actions in the past. For example, I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Here, each action is a separate, completed event. So the past tense helps us recount events that have already taken place. It's our linguistic time machine, taking us back to moments gone by, allowing us to relive and retell them in detail. Now let's journey into the future with the future tense. The future tense, as its name suggests, is used to express actions or events that will occur in the future. It's like a looking glass, giving us a glimpse of what's to come. The future tense is formed by using the auxiliary verb will or shall with the base form of the verb. For instance, I will read, we shall go, they will arrive. Let's delve into some examples to better understand this. If you're planning to visit your aunt next week, you'd say, I will visit Aunt May next week. If you're certain it's going to rain tomorrow, you'd say, it will rain tomorrow. In English, we also often use the going to structure to talk about the future, especially when the decision has been made before the time of speaking or the action is imminent. For example, you've decided to watch a movie tonight, so you'd say, I'm going to watch a movie tonight. Or the sky is getting darker and you're sure it's going to rain, you'd say, it's going to rain. Remember, the future tense is not just about telling what will happen, but also expressing our predictions, plans, and promises. The future tense, therefore, allows us to talk about things that haven't yet happened. So, we've taken a journey through time with English tenses, haven't we? Let's take a step back and look at the big picture to see how everything fits together. We started our journey with the present tense, the most basic and commonly used tense in English. It's used to express facts, habits, and general truths. Remember the example we used? I eat an apple every day. This simple sentence tells us about a regular action or habit in the present. Next, we ventured back in time to the past tense. This is the tense you use to talk about actions or states of being that happened in the past. We looked at the sentence, "I ate an apple yesterday." This past tense sentence conveys a completed action that took place in the past. Our journey then took us into the future, with the future tense. This is the tense used to express actions or states of being that will happen in the future. Our example was, "I will eat an apple tomorrow." This future tense sentence tells us about an action that is yet to occur. It's important to remember that each tense has its own rules and exceptions, and there are variations within each tense. For example, in the present tense, we have the simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Similarly, the past and future tenses also have their own variations. Understanding tenses is crucial because it allows us to express time and sequence of events in English accurately. They are fundamental to the structure of sentences and are a key aspect of communication. If you can master tenses, you'll be able to express your thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively. So, keep these key points in mind as you continue to learn and practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use these tenses in your everyday speech and writing, the more comfortable you'll become with them. With a firm grip on tenses, you have a powerful tool to express yourself accurately in English. Keep practicing and you'll master them in no time.